Volleyball Tournament. There you see Montiliano, that's Andre Montiliano of the De La Salle Zobel Junior Archers, going to be one of the protagonists of our first game today in Day 8, the start of the second round of the Boys Volleyball Tournament. It's going to be the La Salle Zobel Junior Green Spikers taking on the Ateneo Blue Eagles, a rivalry match. La Salle versus Ateneo. That's just going to be the first of our quadruple header today in Manila. Adamson and UPIS following up. Then UST and FEU Diliman to start the afternoon slate of games. Then NUNS and UE. That should be a great one between two of the top teams here in season 88. That's going to be our final game of our quadruple header. Again, thank you for spending your Sunday morning here with us. Migs Flores, always happy to have you with us here on the Pilipinas Live app. A full day again of boys volleyball action. In La Salle and Ateneo, these two teams, as you'll see in our standings, are very hungry for a win. Didn't end the first round on the best note. La Salle Zobel at 2-5, Ateneo at 0-7, coming off a heartbreaking loss to UPIS. Gonna still look for their first win of season 88. And the first round, La Salle Zobel won this matchup. As you see on your screens, Ranidel de Ocampo had 10 points, his best game so far in Ateneo jersey in that 4-game loss to UPIS. And there's Kyle Aure playing in his final season with De La Salle Zobel, the team captain of the junior Green Spikers. Again, that's going to be our first game today. La Salle Zobel and Ateneo. We'll be back with our starters. Keep it here on the Pilipinas Live app.
Presenting our game officials for this match. First referee, Ronnie Castillan. Second referee, Kim Yadang. And now, let us meet the starters for both teams. First, from De La Salle Santiago Zobel Junior Spikers. First off, outside hitter number 6, John Arguelles. Middle blocker and team captain at number 7, Kyle Aure. Setter at number 9, Daniel Espino. Opposite hitter number 10, Draymond Tiliano. Middle blocker number 15, Zach Diaz. Middle blocker number 18, AJ Sandrino. Starting the middle at number 12, Juan Papa. Head coach of the Junior Spikers, Cubes Escol. And now for the starters of Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. First off, outside hitter number 1, Ethan Rivera. Middle blocker number 2, Anton Avendaño. Setter and team captain at number 3, Lucas Garcia. Outside hitter number 5, Xavier Castillo. Middle blocker number 7, Isaac Magacero. Opposite hitter number 19, Ranidel de Ocampo. Starting libero number 13, Mateo Avila. Head coach of the Blue Eagles, Babes Castillo. It's the Junior Spikers versus the Blue Eagles. This is the UAAP Season 88 High School Boys Volleyball. Strength in motion, hope and action.
Here are your starters for the La Salle Zobel Junior Green Spikers: Montiliano, Aure, Arguelles, Diaz, Sandrino, and Espino. Coach Cubes Escol won't have a couple of players in his lineup today. Already a pretty depleted Ateneo or La Salle lineup. Meanwhile, for Coach Babes Castillo, it's Macacero, Rivera, Garcia, De Ocampo, Castillo, Avendaño, and Avila, Jaime Avila at libero for the Blue Eagles, still looking for win number 1 in season 88. So we're just about ready to get things started here. First set between Ateneo and La Salle. Again, thank you for joining us on the Pilipinas Live app. Migs Flores bringing you today's game between Ateneo and La Salle. For Coach Cubes Escol, he won't have a couple of players today in Cabanting and Uriquia, as Ateneo scores the first point, courtesy of Isaac Macacero. So LaSalle won't have Anthony Cabanting, who's playing in the Batang Pinoy competition for judo. They also won't have Brett Oriquia, who's still suffering from a knee injury. And that one blocked at the net. 2-0 the lead currently for Ateneo. Great start for them as their captain and setter Lucas Garcia continues to serve. That one outside. Junior Green Spikers coming off a 3-set loss to FEU Diliman. That was last Sunday, or last Wednesday, I mean. Also here at the Paco Arena in Manila. Gonna look to bounce back. Garcia sets up Rivera, who can't finish. On the other side, a bit of a drop shot from Arguelles. John Cooper Arguelles, don't think he meant to hit that ball that way, but still, he'll take it. It works for him as now it's a tie game, 2-all. Great pass from Avila. That one, a missed set. Ball juggled around and Kyle Aures somehow gets that ball to drop. Ateneo defense a little flat-footed there. So Junior Green Spikers now up 3-2. As a service error from Daniel Espino, the LaSalle setter. Ateneo also coming off a loss, a 4-set defeat to UPIS. A dramatic loss for them. They started that one with a first set win, just couldn't build off that. It's another tricky situation for LaSalle. Overpassed Espino. Couldn't do much with that. So point Ateneo. Ethan Rivera continuing to serve for Ateneo. Great pass by Papa. And Aure couldn't convert. On the other end, Castillo hit straight into the net. Point LaSalle. Almost an ace here. Can Ateneo turn it? No go. Arguelles on the ace. Junior Green Spikers now up by 1. Rivera a little too tight on the reception. And Lucas Garcia couldn't pick that one up. So a couple of faulty receptions from Ateneo. Can they remedy that here? Better pass. Castillo, this time he's roofed. Combination block there from Montiliano and Aure. Now Castillo will come out. Quick substitution here from Coach Babes Castillo. He's going to bring in Enzo Mendoza. As Arguelles serves out. And Ateneo regains some momentum here with Isaac Macasero at the service line. Short serve. Back set. A whistle blown. A net touch was spotted on a LaSalle player. So a break there for Ateneo. That hit from Monteliano. They didn't have any blockers in front of him. So a bit of a swing for the Blue Eagles. Just down by 1 now. And an ace. Isaac Macasero with a terrific serve right down the line. In a late read from Arguelles. Didn't pick that one up early enough. Macasero up to serve again. Better pass from Arguelles to the outside. A sharp hit from Diaz. That's Gian Diaz. Had 3 points in their loss to FU Diliman last week. Aure with an ace. The captain restoring some order for the Junior Green Spikers. Now up by 2 again. Kyle Aure in his 3rd season with the Junior Green Spikers. That one overpassed, but it comes back to Ateneo, a break. And Avendaño couldn't convert. Back row hit, Arguelles spotted that roll shot perfectly in that donut hole, a bit of a campfire. And Ateneo couldn't patch it up quick enough. Point goes to LaSalle, up by 3 again. Aure into the net. Junior Green Spikers with 3 service errors to start off here in the opening set. Back set. Overcooked. Montellano didn't get the best contact on that ball. Had a free lane. Barely had anyone in front of him. He's going to want that one back. As Ranidel de Ocampo will serve for Ateneo. Way off. You see the focus on Ranidel de Ocampo. Every point, regardless if they score or not, just goes back to his spot, tries to refocus. Here he is, leaving that one short. It looks like Ranidel de Ocampo will also come out. Emmanuel Cervantes will check in for Ateneo. Coach Babes Castillo already making a couple of substitutions here in the first set. Trying to reconfigure, find that perfect mix. Ateneo out of system. Mendoza couldn't convert. Back row hit, picked up by Avila, and another net touch spotted, this time on a Blue Eagle. Looks like it was Avendaño who touched the net. A break for LaSalle. Biggest lead of the game so far at 4, 13-9. Lucas Garcia, back to Mendoza. That one, he was trying to aim for the hands of the Ateneo middle blocker, or the LaSalle middle blocker, Cartagena, but no go. Now he comes out again. Back goes Castillo. Short serve, Avila. Not the best reception. Castillo, that time sends it out. Blue Eagles just having trouble converting their attacks in this set. A lot of LaSalle points coming off Ateneo errors. That one, a short serve. And with a little help from the net, Andre Montellano gets LaSalle's second ace of set 1. Timeout, Ateneo. Junior Green Spikers with momentum in the first set. Up big against Ateneo by 7 points. It's Andre Montellano. Can he get another ace here? An error though. Xavier Castillo will come in to serve for Ateneo. Had 8 points against UPIS last Wednesday. That one overpassed. A chance for Ateneo as Rivera converts. That was the best swing of the day from any Blue Eagle. Good sign here for Ateneo, trying to regain some momentum. Still down by 5. Castillo serves out, or serves short, I mean. Bunch of errors piling up here for Ateneo. It's that one. Speaking of errors, a wide serve from Gian Diaz. Serving for Ateneo, their middle blocker, Antonio Miguel Aventaño. An exchange of service errors. Ateneo can't afford those with LaSalle up big. Coming in to serve and sweep for the Junior Green Spikers is Daniel Refran. And a perfect target. Castillo read that one late. An ace, the third ace of set number 1 for LaSalle. Castillo better pass and blocked at the net. Great read by Aure. Garcia will send it back. A chance here. Arguelles, a little roll shot. Off-speed hit. Gets the Ateneo defense off balance. So lead grows for LaSalle, 20-12. Lucas Garcia goes back to the middle. Great sign again for Ateneo. Lucas Macacero converting that quick hit. They've been having trouble executing those types of plays. So Ateneo, that should be some sign of optimism for them as that combination goes awry for LaSalle. Arguelles hitting wide. Again, had a bit of an open net. Just doing a little too much with that hit. 20-14 the score. Arguelles on the pass. Over on 2. It works. The setter, Daniel Espino, getting in the scoring act for LaSalle. Now he's up to serve. Comfortable 7-point lead for the Junior Green Spikers. Great pickup by Papa. Now LaSalle. Did that one go in? No, it didn't. It went out, says our first referee. So point goes to LaSalle. A missed opportunity for LaSalle. A break for Ateneo as Rivera will serve. The bump. Montiliano. Another attack error. Back-to-back attack errors from Andre Montiliano, one of Coach Cube's Escol's most reliable scorers. Misfiring. So a 5-point LaSalle lead. That one, another overpass, and Castillo lying in wait. Great awareness from Xavier Castillo to convert that regalo. So what was once an 8-point LaSalle lead is down to 4. Papa, better pass. And the quick play, a little A-quick from Kyle Aure. A great connection between him and his setter, Daniel Espino, to end that Ateneo run. Now here's Arguelles. Targeting Macacero. Castillo had a couple of blockers in front of him. That will be Another denial by my count. That's 2 kill blocks for LaSalle in set number 1. Aure and Montiliano conspiring for that one. Macasero with another pass, and that time a little delayed. Set may have been too high for him. Not the best approach. Nonetheless, that puts LaSalle at set point. 7 set points to work with. Rivera with a good pass. Macasero gets through the block of Aure. Chance ball, Ateneo. Lucas Garcia sets up Macasero. Great pickup by LaSalle. They send it over again. Chance ball, Macasero. Leaving that one short. Some tricky situations here. At both teams juggling the ball around. LaSalle, Aure, hooks that one. Castillo off system. And a block. Junior Green Spikers with a strong start, trying to get back in the win column, eyeing win number 3. And a dominant opening set salvo against their rivals from Katipunan. The Zobel Junior Green Spikers take set number 1, 25-17. We'll be back with set number 2. There you see the statistics from set number 1. Both teams making errors, but it was LaSalle able to execute more of their own skills. 6 attacks, 3 blocks, and 4 aces. Not what you want to see if you're Ateneo. Not getting a lot of points, only 5 points off their own skills. All 4 of their attacks actually coming from, or Macasero already with 4 points. So he has 3 attacks and 1 ace. On the other side, a couple of Green Archers already with 3 points, led by Arguelles, who was on your screens earlier. Welcome to set number 2. Ateneo versus LaSalle. Cervantes sending that one over. Espina to the middle. A bit of a long rally to start off set number 2. Espino will set up the back row hit. Montiliano, it's popped up. As Rivera couldn't convert. A little 1-2. Great play. Daniel Espino taking a little peek on the other side of the court. And some sleight of hand to get LaSalle their first point of set number 2. The bump, Castillo left that one short. Tiptoeing around his teammates there, didn't get the best approach with someone on the ground. So lead now 2-0. Castillo, bad pass, and an ace. So Espino now with an ace and an attack to start set number 2. 3-0 lead for LaSalle Zobel. And Espino targeting the corner. A little long, a little wide on that serve. Now it'll be Ateneo's captain and setter, Lucas Garcia, lining this one up. Great pass from Papa. Combination play, LaSalle. It works. As John Cooper Arguelles puts that one away. Great start for LaSalle. They have momentum early in set number 2. Lucas Garcia to the outside. Cervantes with 1 blocker to beat, but a great block from Montiliano. That one, down the line hit, a burner from Gian Diaz. Ateneo here has to get better ball control. Haven't been able to execute much. Lucas Garcia, the back set. Clean hit by Rivera, but it's sent back. And a block by Aure. Rally continues. Rivera cops that one on the net. Dizon, he's blocked. Aure tips that one over. A chance here. Rivera running hit. Tried to catch up to that set. But couldn't improvise. Winds up with an error. So John Cooper Arguelles will serve not before a timeout from Ateneo. There you saw Coach Babes Castillo in his third season as head coach of the Ateneo boys volleyball team. He's also the head coach of their girls volleyball team. Lucas Garcia to Cervantes. That one hit all net, even hit the antenna. Another attack error. Excuse me, that was a hit on the antenna by a LaSalle blocker. So it's point Ateneo. Cervantes getting that point. Great set from Espino. Another combination play cooked up by the junior green spikers. Showing much better execution in set number 2. And it's resulted in an early 5-point lead for LaSalle. Cervantes, a couple of straight points from him, giving Ateneo a bit of life as Isaac Macacero will serve for Ateneo. Targeting Arguelles. And the set to the middle. Great setting from Espino. Daniel Espino spotting Alan Sandrino. A little off position for a setter to set the middle, but still great delivery. Avendaño couldn't convert that quick, but Ateneo will earn a chance ball. Back set, Cervantes had to adjust. On the other side, Diaz, great save from Avila. And Castillo rewards that great defense with an off-the-block hit. So Ateneo showing some signs of life here. Better ball control, executing their attacks. Still a lot of volleyball to be played in set number 2. They're only down by 4. Back set, Espino, and that one lands right in front of Rivera. That's Gian Diaz getting a little help from the net, and now he'll serve for LaSalle. Targeting Castillo, pretty good pass. Xavier Castillo, he's dug by Papa as Arguelles. Too strong on the attack. And not the best contact from him as well. Way under that ball. Now here's Castillo. He has that pretty good running serve, hybrid serve. Great pickup. Arguelles gets it back. Dug up by Cervantes. Rivera had to tip that one over. Espino, brave set. Rivera. Our linesman says that one just went out. Looks like it just barely missed the line. Still a pretty good rally that time from Ateneo and LaSalle. Now here comes Sandrino. As Rivera, that one, he got off the block of Espino. Smart hitting from Rivera. Letting that ball go through the smaller blocker in Espino. Now Avendaño. Antonio Miguel Avendaño, middle blocker for Ateneo. Serving with his team down by 4. Now they're down by 5 after that service error. So full front line for LaSalle with their setter, Daniel Espino serving. Garcia sets the outside. Great tempo on that set. Aure a little late on the block, opening up that hole for Rivera to get that attack through. 4-point LaSalle lead. Espino gets Aure on that really good swing. Junior Green Spikers executing pretty well when they needed a side out here in set number 2. Can they keep it up? Up by 5. Lucas Garcia to the outside. And Cervantes came off the bench. Has 3 points here in set number 2. Here's Ethan Rivera serving for Ateneo. Targeting Diaz. Will get it back. Just gets that one through that seam. A hole in the Ateneo block. You can see just didn't get their arms up and over the net. And Diaz takes full advantage. Now it's Kyle Aure serving for LaSalle. Shank pass. Castillo picked up by Arguelles. Espino will set the outside. And Diaz, that's the first block for Ateneo today. Macacero and Cervantes teaming up for that denial. 4-point LaSalle lead. Ateneo trying to eat into this one. With Macacero up to serve. Short serve picked up by Papa. To the middle. And the net touch spotted on Sandrino. Pleading his case. Saying he didn't feel that net touch. But looks like Alan Sandrino definitely touched the net on the way down. It's Ateneo point. And Monteliano is about to serve. They thought the point was awarded to them. But it is Ateneo point, back-to-back Ateneo points. Now only down by 3. Espino. Back set, Monteliano. Picked up by Garcia though. Castillo will tip that one over. Here comes Monteliano. Just grazing the block on that roll hit. Getting a bit of a break. Out of system play, Monteliano able to deliver the point. 4-point LaSalle lead. As Andre Monteliano will serve short. So Ateneo just continuing to inch their way back. After that slow start in set number 2, they have some momentum here. Papa on the pickup. Back row. A floater drops right in front of Cervantes. A point converted by Arguelles. Now here's Diaz. Targeting the Rivero Avila. Castillo picked up by Monteliano. Diaz or Espino tried to go for another 1-2 play. It doesn't work. And a bit of a behind the back, behind the head hit from Sandrino. That one a little overset, but Alan Sandrino makes it work. That Irvin Engapet hit. 5-point LaSalle lead. That one definitely a net touch somewhere there. It's on Lucas Garcia on the way up. That pass tight on the net. Garcia tried to make the most out of it, but a net touch. And a service error from Gian Zach Diaz. As Mendoza will come in to serve and sweep for Ateneo, replacing Xavier Castillo. This is Enzo Mendoza. Espino to the middle. Sandrino popped up by Avila. Counter attack. No go for Ateneo. A chance for LaSalle. But Diaz straight to the net on that hit. Didn't get the best contact. So Ateneo only down by 3. As Monteliano couldn't convert. A chance here. Rivera. That one dug up, but not controlled by Diaz. So another point goes Ateneo's way. Official score 17-14. Now here's Enzo Mendoza, who serves that one out. So LaSalle will stay ahead here by 4. It's been back and forth throughout here. LaSalle opened set number 2 with a bit of a run, established a 5-point lead, and since then Ateneo trying to come back as Lucas Garcia definitely touched the net. Again, trying to adjust that reception, strayed too close to the net, and Lucas Garcia trying to make the most out of it. In the process, touching the net as Cartagena will serve out. Again, if you're just joining us, Junior Green Spikers already only having 11 players on the roster. Don't have 2 players available today from those 11. Kabanting and Orikia. Orikia out with a knee injury. Kabanting playing in the Batang Pinoy competition, but as a judo athlete. Service error from Mendoza. So point goes to LaSalle. Undermanned, but still have momentum here. Up by 5. Great set from Garcia, and Macacero able to convert. So a 4-point LaSalle lead with Lucas Garcia serving for the Blue Eagles. Papa, Espino, no blockers for Andre Montiliano. No Blue Eagles at the net in front of him. And Montiliano just powering that one through. LaSalle inching closer to a set 2 win. Ethan Rivera picked up by Papa. A chance. Diaz blocked. Sent back. Montiliano. He tries and converts. Andre Montiliano finding the seam in that Ateneo block. A great decision from Espino as well, going pin to pin, knowing his spiker was blocked on the left pin. Going to the right side for Montiliano. That time Cervantes, mishit. Trying to adjust out of system, but Emmanuel Cervantes just didn't have enough room to send that one over. 2 points away is LaSalle from taking set number 2. Rivera ends that LaSalle run. Now he's up to serve for the Blue Eagles. Arguelles, pretty good pass. One-handed set from Espino. It doesn't work. But it does earn a chance ball here. LaSalle, combination, Monteliano. Again, just underneath that ball. Couldn't convert. Here's Ethan Rivera. Papa, pretty good pass. Arguelles from the back. Roll shot goes wide. And Coach Cubes Escol has seen enough. His lead has dwindled to 4. He'll call timeout. You saw Coach Cubes Escol there handing out instructions for LaSalle. He was the former team manager of the Signal women's volleyball team. And he came back to LaSalle Zobel this year, first year coaching the boys volleyball team. He was an assistant coach for Coach Ramil De Jesus when Coach Ramil still coached the Zobel girls team back when they won a championship in season 76. Espino, great set to Aure, but it's popped up. Back set, Monteliano this time. He finds the line right in that corner pocket. Junior Green Spikers now at set point. We'll have a substitution here as LaSalle will have Sandrino come back in. Out a sharp serve. Avila picks it up. Out of system, Ateneo. But Enzo Mendoza able to find the spot. Just when it looked like things were going to go bad for Ateneo, Enzo Mendoza converts that sharp hit. That brings up Emmanuel Macasero or Isaac Macasero. To the middle, Sandrino, did he catch hands? No, he didn't. So set 2 will continue here. Back-to-back set points blown by LaSalle. Isaac Macasero serving with a lot of pressure here. Not a lot of room for error. Targeting Arguelles. Diaz sent back. A chance for LaSalle again. Diaz will send this one over. Ethan Rivera asking for a touch. But our first referee says no touch on that hit. An error will end set number 2. Junior Green Spikers starting strong and finishing strong against Ateneo. The Blue Eagles definitely had some cause for optimism. But we'll head to set number 3 with the Junior Green Spikers up 2 sets to love. 25-17, 25-21. The set stats, LaSalle and Ateneo, pretty tight set number 2, especially compared to set number 1. Both teams still giving up errors, but for Ateneo, who only executed 4 attack points in set number 1, better sign for them. 10 attack points here, getting a bit of a rhythm. On the other end, LaSalle just continuing to pour it on. The leading scorers, Ethan Rivera for Ateneo and Andre Monteliano has 7 points to lead all scorers today. So we'll see if the Blue Eagles can extend this one. The first set they won in season 88 was that set 1 win against UPIS last Wednesday. As we welcome you to set number 3. Can the Blue Eagles send this one to a set number 4, or will LaSalle secure win number 3 in season 88? Again, Migs Flores, and we're thanking you for joining us here on the Pilipinas Live app. Sunday morning volleyball action in the boys division of UAAP season 88. We'll have a few more games up for you. 3 more games at Adamson versus UPIS. Then FEU Diliman versus UST, two of the top four teams. Then number 1 versus number 3. NU versus UE to end the day around 3 p.m. As Arguelles, that was the most powerful hit of the day, but apparently he touched the net on the way down. Or no, a net touch was called on a Blue Eagle, so it is LaSalle point. Garcia will set up Rivera. Espino on the dig. LaSalle offense going nowhere. Ateneo, can they capitalize? Cervantes, Papa off his shoulder. As Aure, smart hit from Kyle Aure, peeking at the other side of the net and scoring that point. And it looks like our officials here spotting a wet spot on the LaSalle bench, trying to get that cleared away as Espino will continue to serve. That's going to be a net touch. Aure on the way up on the block, scraping the tip of the net. Now here's Ethan Rivera serving for the Blue Eagles. That one scraping the net. So LaSalle will send it over, but Ateneo miscommunicating there. But LaSalle also caught staring at the ball. No one going after that first touch. Now much to the frustration of Coach Cube's Escol. So Ateneo point in that weird sequence. Rivera still serving. Montellano on the pickup. Out of system. Arguelles will roll it over to Blue Eagles. Converge on that one. And how about that? Another one of those over-dug balls converting for Ateneo. Let's talk about catching a break. Blue Eagles here catching LaSalle flat-footed. Now a 4-2 Ateneo lead. Picked up by Arguelles. Out of system. Diaz. Again, just taking a peek at the net. Keeping it simple. Sending it where no Blue Eagle defender is present. And Arguelles will convert. This is John Cooper Arguelles. And targeting Avila. Out of system, Ateneo. Mendoza goes off the block. Papa will set it to Montellano, who will sneak that one through that double block. A little roll shot, just squeezing that into the loose Ateneo block. And Coach Babes Castillo will make a substitution. Carol De La Rosa making his first appearance today. De La Rosa immediately targeted. Cervantes will swing. And right on the line for Emmanuel Cervantes. Another Blue Eagle who's come off the bench. Trying to spark the Blue Eagles, who have an early lead here in set number 3, 5-4. Now here's Avendaño. Poor pass from LaSalle. Diaz will send it over. Chance Ateneo. Garcia sets up Mendoza. Now that set may have been a little too close to the net for where Mendoza was setting up. So an attack error, 5-all the score. Here's Aure on the serve, targeting De La Rosa. Great pass. Cervantes, picked up by Arguelles. Montellano on the other side. Arguelles on the coverage. Diaz tried to cut that one. And an attack error for Gian Diaz. Tried to get it to that open spot. A sharp cut hit, but not enough wrist action. Set to Monteliano. That one works. Not the strongest hit today from Andre Monteliano, but he'll take it. Now he's up to serve. Targeting De La Rosa still. Great pass. Chance LaSalle. 1-2 play sent back. As Diaz denied at the net. Diaz will send it over and overcooking it. Great work at the net by the Ateneo middle blocker. That's Isaac Macasero. Turning back a couple of LaSalle hits. Forcing that error. So Ateneo still up here in set number 3, 7-6. Arguelles with the pass. And Sandrino picks up the point. You're tied at 7. Now it's Gian Diaz on the serve. Garcia spinning set. Cervantes from the back. This guy, Emmanuel Cervantes, having a tremendous outing off the bench. Only had 2 points in that match against UPIS, but today, definitely making an impact for Coach Babes Castillo. Ateneo still up by 1, trying to establish a cushion in set number 3. Papa off on the pass, so a free ball for Ateneo. Garcia goes to the middle, but Avendaño overcooks the tip. A missed opportunity for the Blue Eagles. We're tied at 8. Now here's Sandrino. Great serve. Better pass, but another misconnection between Lucas Garcia in his middle. Antonio Avendaño. Now it's LaSalle with the lead. Some growing pains here for Ateneo. De La Rosa, he's roofed. The long arms of Kyle Aure sneaking over the net and roofing Carol De La Rosa. 10-8 the score. Now it's LaSalle ahead. Mendoza picks up that serve. Cervantes from the back. Great pickup by Sandrino. Arguelles, full extension, picked up by Avila. Long rally ends with an attack error. Blue Eagles have given up 3 straight attack errors, and Coach Babes Castillo has seen enough. Timeout, Ateneo. Junior Green Spikers now up by 3. Coach Babes Castillo trying to get Ateneo back organized, back in order. With Sandrino continuing to serve. This is Alan Jake Sandrino, one of the seniors for Coach Cubes Escol. Four consecutive points for LaSalle here. De La Rosa, pretty good pass. He'll get it back. Tried to avoid the block, but too strong on the hit. Point goes to LaSalle. 4-point LaSalle lead. 5 straight points now for the Junior Green Spikers. Garcia to the middle of Avendaño. It's saved by LaSalle, but a chance ball here. Lucas Garcia will go back to Avendaño. So Avendaño and Garcia continuing to work on their connection after back-to-back attack errors from them. A couple of good-looking quick plays from the Ateneo middle and setter. Now De La Rosa will come back. Ethan Rivera, after a short stint on the bench, will return for Ateneo. Full front line for Lucas Garcia, the team captain and setter for Ateneo. Chance ball. Blue Eagles, another quick hit. This time, it's LaSalle who fumbles. Arguelles tried to send that one over, but all net on the delivery. 2-point LaSalle lead. Garcia on the serve, targeting Papa. And Aure able to make it work. And Daniel Espino setting pretty well today, spreading the wealth. Now he's up to serve for the Junior Green Spikers. Cervantes turned back. Rivera, though, will cross the net. He'll step over that middle line. A violation. LaSalle point. Here's Rivera going off the block. Papa swooping in for the serve, and Kyle Aure finishes off the play. Lurking at the net, Kyle Aure. Another great pickup from him. Now Espino will continue to serve for LaSalle. And this time almost picking up an ace. Chance ball. Espino back set. Overcooked. Monteliano couldn't convert. So LaSalle still with a pretty comfortable cushion here. After trailing early in set number 3, they've come all the way back, still up by 4. Espino, great set on the combination. Monteliano, exclamation point on that hit. The combination plays coming more often here for LaSalle. As Garcia, back set, but great read by Kyle Aure. You're not fooling me. Great anticipation from Kyle Aure. The read from the LaSalle team captain. Here's John Cooper Arguelles. His team up by 6. Rivera will pick that one up. Papa, great save. Monteliano, of course, he's been automatic today. Andre Monteliano leading the way for LaSalle, and Coach Babes Castillo will call his second and final timeout of set number 3. Junior Green Spikers in control in set number 3, up by 7. As another ace. That's, by my count, the 7th ace of the match for the Junior Green Spikers. As Arguelles extends their lead to 8. Cervantes, aggressive swing, but it falls back on their side. Looked like a block from LaSalle. Another point for the Zubel Junior Green Spikers. To the middle, Avendaño ends the LaSalle run. If Ateneo wants to make a comeback, they need to make something happen and make it happen quick. Now they're down by 8. LaSalle sitting at 25 points away from taking this match. Monteliano with swings like that. Great setup from Espino on the combination play. And Andre Monteliano punching that one home. No blocker in front of him. Today, when LaSalle has been able to execute, they've been unstoppable. Ateneo defense just hasn't been able to execute much. So Ateneo scoring the point, still down by 8. That one sent over by Diaz. And Mendoza swing straight to the net. An error. Junior Green Spikers inching closer to the win. Avila pokes that one over, and that one too close to the net. Lucas Garcia tried to send it over, but it went back. Ateneo just couldn't make do with that overpass. Story of the game for the Blue Eagles. Back set, Cervantes, way out. LaSalle now sits at match point, 24-13. Andre Montiliano up to serve. We'll go a little longer here. After that service error. Not unless Ateneo can make a miraculous comeback here. Down by 10, 24-14. LaSalle sitting at match point. Another error that time. Espino trying to set up Sandrino, but it is way short. Now here comes Mendoza. LaSalle goes to Diaz. And that will do it. The Junior Green Spikers seal a straight set win. Their third win of season 88. Blue Eagles go down to 0-8, still winless in this season. We'll see our confirmation of our final scores. Junior Green Spikers beating Ateneo for a second straight season, or for a second game in season 88. This time in straight sets fashion. Has to feel good for LaSalle, who only had 9 players available today. One player missing due to injury, another participating in a different sport. But still, undermanned, LaSalle able to turn back their rivals from Katipunan. Junior Green Spikers lock up win number 3. A lot of players stepping up for them today, showing up big time. They had several players play well today. Kyle Aure having a good game. Daniel Espino, their setter, also having a solid outing. Again, three-set win for LaSalle. 25-17, 25-21, 25-15. Pretty dominant win for LaSalle. A much-needed win after a string of losses for them here in season 88. A lot of good performances today for LaSalle, but this guy led them to the win. Their setter, Daniel Espino, 13 excellent sets, 3 points as well. Setting up, spreading the wealth for LaSalle Zobel. Gotta be proud of their performance today. Here in our first game in the boys volleyball division. But keep it here on the Pilipinas Live app. We'd have more boys volleyball action coming up for you. UPIS facing Adamson in our next game. Then FEU Diliman versus UST on our third game. Then to end the day, it'll be UE versus NUNS. There's our next game. Adamson versus UPIS. Should be a good one. So keep it here on the Pilipinas Live app for everyone behind the scenes here on Pilipinas Live and Signal TV. My name has been Migs Flores. It's been a pleasure bringing you UAAP Season 88. Legends start here.